To the next talk, MINEYE Earth Observation Techniques for Mine Life Cycle Monitoring by Saman Tavakoli from Norwegian Geotechnical Institute. Yeah, please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you for introduction, and also on behalf of our consortium project, I would like to thank the organizer for a very interesting event. It was a lot of learning, good presentation like Professor Nikanen's and a lot of more interesting work. So it's an honor to be here. So Saman Tavakoli from Norwegian Geotechnical Institute, NGI. It's also maybe worthwhile to mention that it feels like home here, because I was told a couple of times my family name reminds of Finnish. So sort of feels like home. I think we have one of the youngest projects. Next, MINEYE or MINEYE. So this is funded. The project is funded last year. Started 2024. It's an innovation action. We have a budget of about 5.8 million euros. A large consortium. We have 13 partners from 9 countries. Spread out in different parts of Europe, and it's quite high TRL, so the goal is to reach TRL 7. The main overall outcome is to increase access to raw materials, primary and secondary raw materials, with particular focus on covering the entire value chain of the mining industry. So although we are putting a lot of weight on exploration activities, but we are covering from exploration to mineral extraction, processing, mine closure, and environmental aspects. Okay, so this figure, just to give an overview of the mining value chain, different segments, one of the main goals of the project is to develop a platform, which we call it IPOP, and that is standing for Interfacing Programming Optimization Platform. So IPOP is supposed to cover a couple of different products from different parts of the mining value chain, which I will show in the next images. Here is an overview of the consortium. You see the partners highlighted with blue and orange color, and in orange you can see the demonstration sites. We have 3 of them. I will show in a second what kind of deposits we are looking for in each case. The project is coordinated by NGI, and we have the key partners, Luleå University and Bologna, together with 10 other partners listed here. So we had 3 demonstration sites. As you can see here, number 1 is actually northern Sweden, Norrbotten area, and specifically looking for iron ore deposits with high level of phosphorus, apatite. We also have a case study in Iberian Pirate Belt, which we had some presentations also connected to there. We have both brownfield and greenfield exploration. So 3 mines from Spanish side in the brownfield, Tarsis, La Zarza, and San Telmo, mainly looking for VHMS, volcanic hosted massive sulfide. But there are also sedimentary hosted massive sulfides in the area. The main focus for us would be greenfield exploration when it comes to exploration there, but also mine tailing and environmental aspects will be covered. Then we have the 3rd case study. It's in Albania. It's a Bulkize district, Ternove mine, which is a chromium, and that is an underground mine. So covering critical raw material, the strategic part of that, but also trying to cover both brownfield and greenfield, underground and open pit mines. So it covers diverse sort of deposits and mine types. Just to give an impression about the IPOP platform, you see different sources of data. A lot of interesting platforms exist previously from different projects. IPOP is trying to incorporate all these data from different platforms, including EGDI and Minerals for EU and others, but also integrate our own results. So the measurements that we will conduct during the project will be also integrated into IPOP. And then we will have, as you see, there are 4 outputs. One of them is actually mineral prospectivity map. When it comes to the exploration activities, we have a liquid earth, which is a function for 3D visualization. So the platform will enable to actually visualize data in 3D, but also IMMRP, which is standing for Inventory Map and Mining Residue Package, which is covering data from later stage of the mining value chain, environmental aspects. And the output, and then the fourth one, which is not a part of IPOP, but a product of the project, is Global Stability Map, monitoring ground movement during mining based on measurements at different times. So the project is young. We have started to visit the mines. The image to the up left is from Tarsis mine in Spain, IPB. We also have been visiting the mine in Albania, the center image, that is the underground chromium mine, and already planning to conduct the activities when it comes to exploration and other parts of the value chain. Here an image showing the Albanian case around Ternova mine, and data from Sentinel-2, the image in the right, and showing the band ratio and spectrum signal analysis, showing the areas which chromium deposit is outcropping to help us to limit explorations when we get to the site for geophysical measurements. And the image here, it's, I'm sorry, the text is maybe a bit tiny, but showing different images from different Earth observation data, SkySat A, PlanetScope B, Sentinel-2, and Prisma. And as you can see, the spectral resolution is increasing from A to D in the images. An image, this is taken from another board, but just to show the procedure for us working with exploration data. This is from Northern Sweden, aeromagnetic anomaly map, bedrock anomaly map, and self-organizing map SOM here, just to make clustering for feature extraction in the area. So this is taken from a manuscript in preparation by Vadudi Rasmussen. And like I said, so it's a long queue of the activities planned to implement in the coming month. We are already we have decided what geophysical methods to implement in which site when it comes to exploration, but also when it comes to mine tailing monitoring, volume calculation of the tailing at the sites that we have a mine tailing. Also planning to measure some petrophysical data on the core samples to integrate them into our platform. And last, so I would like to use this opportunity to ask you to follow our project on the social media. We don't have much yet on YouTube, but on LinkedIn we are trying to update posts, every now and then, and I promise that you will, in future, you will see much more results from our project. And then, of course, the project website, which gives the news and then planned activities and other activities in the project. I think that was it. So I maybe went too fast, but more time for questions.
Okay, thank you, Saman. Yes, definitely we have plenty of time for questions. 10 minutes, so please.
Thank you, Saman. I was thinking, especially having come on the back of Professor's talk about the
A very good question. That's actually a part of activities to cover in one of our work packages. So taking samples from, geochemical work, taking samples from water, soil sampling are going to be conducted during the term of project. That is as far as I know when it comes to geochemical related activities. But did you ask about hydrological as well? We do have that as well. Yes. Yeah. So that is going to be a part of activities. I think soon we will provide more updates on that activities. Thank you.
Good. More questions? I have one question. What do you think, which are the kind of critical points in collecting data? Because you are gathering kind of whole Europe, so there must be some difficulties with data managing.
Absolutely. I think one of the issues that we encountered when writing the proposal, and I think it will appear during the project, is confidentiality of the data. There are some data that mine companies they own, but they are not willing to share that with everyone, but only with the consortium. And then our platform is going to handle different data with different data confidentiality. So a part of them will be available for public, part of them will be available for project partners.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm Lily from Albania, and I'm very happy to see that my country's site is chosen as a case study for this project, and knowing exactly the problem of the data, because in Albania it's very complicated to get the data, and very restricted in the data. My not question, but I'm wondering to know what on the end of this project, for the Albania exactly, what are expected results that you will get from this platform? Because you mentioned that the data will be in platform and it can be accessed by the other startups. And I'm curious because you choose an underground mine that is very complicated to get the data by remote sensing and so on.
Thank you. And also, we are very happy that we have the case study in Albania. We had a very productive meeting with the Albanian Geological Survey, even if they are not a part of the project, but they are very positive to collaborate. So now we are actually in a process to identify which data we need from them, and then they can provide that to the project. But when it comes to utilization of this data and what we collect and model, so a good example is actually Albania. So data from Geological Survey are going to be limited for the project scope, but we will collect also the data. So we are planning to do electromagnetic measurements on the surface, but to cover, to a depth that is, good enough for detecting the chromium deposit, so about 100 meters or a bit more. And these data will be available. They are collected in the scope of the project, and then it will be available in our platform and for broad range of users.
Good. Okay, there is also one question. Heikki is bringing microphone.
Yeah, it's not really a question. I'm also involved in the project, and one of the problems we faced, in particular when writing the application, is that the call text was extremely broad, and that actually creates some difficulties because it's basically, I would say, it's not ideal or optimum when it comes to being able to focus. And I would like to see that these call texts are much more specific and focused, instead of spreading out different, let's say, methodologies into one big project or middle-sized project. It's not a big amount of money here. Much more focused calls. That would definitely help also the, let's say, outcome of the different products.
Do you want to comment, Saman?
No, I agree. I totally agree. So looking forward to see a reflection of that maybe in the future calls.
Okay, thank you. I think
Thank you.
we don't have any questions.